Red Devils, a heavily North Lake County flavor to the Lowell Red Devils. It starts right at the top. Joe Delgado comes out of Clark, and he was there for a number of years, and then he went all the way down to the farthest Lake County school he could go to, and it's Lowell. You got Bobus family out of Robertsdale, North Hammond. You got Mantis out of EC, and you've got one more, and I'm missing. Wayne Duncanson's kid is. He's got another one, Monix, or I can't remember who it is.
Yep.
But you have a lot of North County folks in on this. So it'll be Damian Jefferson jumping with Nick Mantis, Jefferson the junior, and Mantis actually gets it from him. But I'll tell you what, EC steps in and gets it. So it'll be Hiram Edwards on the top of the key. He'll hold the ball between the rings. Gets it to Damian Jefferson, who goes along the baseline. He puts it up and in. That's pretty easy.
That was a quick move coming in from the left side, and that quick first step of Damian Jefferson. I don't know if there's any player up here in Northwest Indiana that can stay with him.
Man to man here. Brandon Corey, the littlest guy, is guarded by Damian Jefferson. I don't get that, but he's going to step out and he's going to put up a long three and miss it. But Bobus tips it out, and it comes on back to Corey, back to Mantis. Got to get your Corey straight. Bobus with the ball. He'll try to dribble in. Can't do it. Finally comes around to Brandon Corey. Now Nick Mantis out front for Lowell. He'll try to dribble in and he'll get it. Finally kick it on back out. Look, I was going to say Munster because they look a lot like Munster in their whites. Got Jucevic a long three. He misses it, and Damian Jefferson with the rebound, and he pushes Corey out of the way pretty directly.
Yeah, takes that left hand. Now they're going to put a body. You're going to have a lot of pressure on Jefferson right now. In fact, they're holding him right now. Surprised that they're not going to see a quick whistle.
And Jucevic just couldn't do anything, and Jefferson just went right over the top of him. They got the freshman. How'd you like to come out and play in your first sectional as a freshman, and you got to guard Damian Jefferson?
You ain't guarding him. You're holding on to him.
You're going for the ride, and Bobus at point-blank range misses, and finally the rebound comes down to EC, and here comes Hiram Edwards already up 4-0, and it's going to be 6 right there. There it is.
That's too easy. Joe Delgado wants it.
As he was trying to put up a shot. He'll hit that first one, and he'll lie the second, and he will hit the second one also. 6-2 EC over the Lowell Red Devils.
Interesting, you see the freshman Cousinard now bringing the ball up at the point.
Keyshawn Lewis and Cousinard, two very good sophomores actually, and here comes one of them. Cousinard's going to take a long three, and he's going to miss it, but Damian Jefferson gets the rebound, puts it up and in. No answer for that by Lowell, none.
Haven't seen too many this year have an answer for Damian Jefferson.
8-2 EC over Lowell right now. Jucevic, the freshman, brings it up, and he throws it into a big crowd, and it goes out of bounds, and it will be East Chicago ball turnover. This one could get ugly early.
Yeah, they're having their way with them right now as Damian Jefferson, very good on the defensive side of the ball, and just a junior, 6'5", so Dave Brown has him coming back again next year.
5:44 left here in the first half. It's 22 for East Chicago Central and 8 for the Lowell Red Devils. They'll play a little catch out front as Brandon Corey and Zach Redmond just throw it around. Mantis with the ball. EC goes to a 2-3 zone. Why is that, Kuziak?
I think you're looking at the entire weekend here. You're going to try to win tonight, conserve a little bit of energy. Also mixing up defenses, giving Lowell a different look. Lowell only really has one shooter from the outside, that's Manis, so you're going to force him to try to shoot from the outside.
You get the ball down low to Savage. He puts it up and in. That might be one thing that can work for him. He's a beefer.
And the one shot that Lowell has tonight is getting the ball down low to some of their big guys. East Chicago, if any knock, chink in the armors, they don't have a lot of size down low.
And that one just Savage just caught it and turned around and put up left-handed. He's a righty too.
You've got to front him. Even though you're the smaller player, you're more athletic. You can't let him get that ball on the block.
2-3 on the zone, and ball goes over to Kuzinar, and he goes up to catch it. He steps on the out-of-bounds line. So Jucevic will come back in.
Unforced error. Jim, one of the things you have to do if you're a team to come in and beat a team with the talent that East Chicago has tonight is you have to have a ball handler. You have to have someone that can get the team into the offensive stride, and then your big players have to play big. Manis needs to be lights out from the outside here.
Mantis, his grandmother Helen over at the cash register at Commander runs one down when the ball gets loose, and it goes to Damian Jefferson. Jefferson steps on the out-of-bounds line, and Abe Brown isn't real happy because he got molested. But you know what? This is a good test for EC. Don't yell at too many people.
This Lowell team's not running for cover here. I mean, they've got some kids. A lot of these kids play football. They've played in some big games. They're not backing down. I mean, they've got some size down low. If I'm them, you just keep pounding it down low, and hopefully your beef can go up there and put it off the glass.
2-3 zone again for EC, and the ball will go on the right side to Zakowskis, the senior. He'll try to dribble it in, and he'll kick it on back to Brandon Corey, one of the two Corey brothers. They get it to Zakowskis. He gets it down to Savage. Savage puts it up and in. I'll tell you what, this Savage, he's got some beef, man. He's come to play.
Abe needs to get out of that zone. Even though they have more size, Lowell, they're going high-low with the two down-low players. That suits Lowell better, 2-3 zone.
And it will go a foul down low against Lowell. They're only down by 10 now with 3:37 left here in the first half. Kuziak, your BNI Warriors win.
That's what I hear. I heard that. So does that set up is the second game going on now? It looks like it might be a Noah Whiting rematch.
7-7 right now. Whiting and Hebron at the end of one quarter.
I think you'd get a real nice crowd out there tomorrow if it's a Noah Whiting rematch of earlier season game.
Damian Jefferson takes a shot, misses it, and Jucevic gets the rebound. Here comes Nick Mantis, throws it to Savage, back to Zakowskis. Really nice 1-2-3 by Lowell as Zakowskis puts it off the glass.
And before you know, we got an 8-point ball game. I told you this Lowell team's not going to back down for anyone. They've got some size. Look for Abe Brown to get out of that 2-3 zone.
Jamar Adams with the ball gets it to Jermaine Kusinar in the middle. Kusinar puts up a 10-footer, and he misses it. And I'll tell you what, Speed, it's beef on beef now as East Chicago has number 40.
Play. East Chicago Central 29, Lowell Red Devils 16. You hear that music in the background. Kirk DeMiddle Smith will be.
Yeah, that's me playing it, right?
There you go. He's jamming.
You know what? In this game, as people know, that the overriding favorite, East Chicago Central, and it's 13 points at half. This place is actually packed. I just stood up, looked behind us here in the upper deck. This place is packed here at the Barado Center right now.
This is a traditional powerhouse sectional. You got to come out and see some. And again, I know you're listening to us right now as we get ball into play, but come on out tomorrow. This should be a great time. The winner of this game will face Munster for this sectional championship. 29-16. Damian Jefferson gets the ball, goes up strong, and he is fouled on the drive. It looks like that might be Savage looks like he's going to be shooting two. Damian Jefferson taking it to the bucket.
They're going to call that on Savage. They're going to get Zukowskis with that. They're going to actually get Savage with, I thought Zukowskis, he's kind of looked at the ref and started throwing his arms up. He was going to complain. It's like, son, don't get a T.
And this kid, of any players in the region that has gone up the scale and is really catching the scouts' eyes, this is a true Division I player, Damian Jefferson. And I told you, come on out as he misses the second one. Manis with the rebound. They'll be coming down. Token pressure by Cuisinart. East Chicago changing defenses again, are going to be in man-to-man. Pass to the center. Shot that time by Zakowskis, misses. Damian Jefferson with the rebound. Brings it up the floor. Isaac gets it to Edwards. Edwards to Cuisinart. Shot. And nothing but net. East Chicago 33-16.
Hiron Edwards had the look wide open, top of the key. Cuisinart trailing over on the right side, just gives him a little dish. It was like, who wants to score, me or you? I'll let you have this one.
Brandon Corey to Zakowskis, back to Manis. East Chicago starting out in the man-to-man. Very stingy defense when they play man-to-man. Backdoor cut. Looks like it was pass thrown up. There's a scrum for it. Savage has it. He gets it to Cody. He goes up and it's in. He comes up with the loose ball.
That was a rugby scrum right at the free throw line, and Savage actually playing a little football, grabs it out, and throws it to Corey, gets the breakaway.
I think they're going to take a little time out here since you had 6 or 7 players on the floor.
Something's wrong with Hiram Edwards. I think he got something in the face. They're going to check him for blood right now.
He looks like he might have got poked in the eye.
He got hit in the snout.
Minnow, was that a scrum? What do we got going on? Was that a rugby?
That was a big rugby scrum there. I'd usually looking to see that on a Friday night over at like the Boneyard at Griffith.
Keyshawn Lewis with the ball, gets it to Cuisinart on the wing, down to Jefferson. Jefferson surveys, cross-court pass to Edwards. Noel's going to sit in that 1-2. Looks like, are they playing a little bit of man here? They're starting out in man. Damian Jefferson with the shot, or with the ball, gets it to Cuisinart, out to Edwards. Edwards up to, looked like it was going to be an alley-oop. Turn the ball over.
Tried for the alley-oop just a little bit high, and when you throw it too high for Damian Jefferson, that means you got it way up there. It was well above the rim.
Zukowskis with the ball to Manis. He's surveying, drives baseline, nice little jumper. Nothing but net for Manis.
That's the guy in Chicago Central basketball, and it seems like when they want to turn up the pressure, they can turn it up, and if they want to toy with you, they'll toy with you. Right now, I think they just want to get this thing done, put it away, maybe get some of the reserves in, get a little rest for tomorrow's ball game against Munster. The way it looks right now, looks like it's going to be a cakewalk to the finish for EC.
Cleveland with the shot, misses it. Zagauskis comes with it, gets it to Corey. Corey gets it to Manis. Manis looks down low to Zagauskis. He knocks it in, 38-24 with 2:45 to go. Just as we start writing off the road, the Lowell Red Devils, they come up with the bucket.
Yeah, good ball movement there. Manis, good court awareness to find Zukowskis open down in the blocks. Nobody just sagging back for EC.
EC with the ball, Cuisinart in the corner, he knocks a 3 down, knocks it down. See, here's the problem that Lowell has, 41-24. They're sitting back, they're not quick enough to come out. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for that little technical difficulty. 41-26 with 2 minutes going in the third quarter. I'm Dave Kuziak. He's Kirk DeMinno-Smith. Coming to you live from East Chicago, John A. Barato Center. East Chicago with the ball. They enjoy a 15-point spread with under 2 to go. Lowell has come out in man-to-man, understanding they can't sit back in the zone anymore. You've got Cleveland coming up with setting up a pick. Hiram Edwards gets the ball over to Cuisinart. Long 3, a little bit short. Cleveland saves it, gets it back out to Edwards. Edwards goes in between 2 players, looks down, gets it out to Keyshawn. Jump shot missed, back to Cleveland. Rebound up. There it is. You can't give these Chicago Cardinals 3 opportunities down.
Charlie Cleveland, just a junior, 6 foot, playing a guard position. Not getting a lot of the accolades the big 3 are getting, but doing the job.
Here comes a steal with Edwards, and a dunk! Listen to this East Chicago crowd! Hiram Edwards with the dunk!
Hiram Edwards, a great pick, just filled the passing lane. Nobody saw him there. He was off. That's the highlight they were looking for here.
45-26 as these hands. Hiram Edwards, pickpocket, takes Nick Manis, goes the length of the floor, shows his get up and knocks it down with one hand. I don't think the officials are looking at the net. It's all the way wrapped up, but boy, I'll tell you what, talking with Coach A. Brown earlier, we'll have Corey go to the line as he's fouled. 45-26 with 54 seconds to go. I'll tell you, that's exactly what A. Brown wanted. You're up by 19. I think what you do is you tell your team, let's get up. Let's get some rest in this fourth quarter. Let's come back and win a sectional championship tomorrow, all healthy. Makes 2 of 2, that is. Who's shooting? Number 14, that will be Brandy and Corey, one of the Corey brothers that's on this team. 45-27 with under minutes go. Hiram Edwards with the ball. Man-to-man defense by Corey. Got a pick set by Cleveland. Comes around it as Edwards does. Surveys it. Gets it back out to Edwards. Back out to Cuisinart. Missed shot. Corey with the rebound. Red Devils look to cut into that 18-point lead. Under half minute to go here. Manis with the ball. Makes a move. Goes all the way in and lays it off the glass. 45-29.
Savage came out, set a nice screen for him at the top of the key, and no one slid over to pick Manis up.
I'll tell you what, Lowell's had some spurts here tonight. East Chicago with the ball, out to, looks like Jefferson. Cleveland with the rebound, miss, up, Cuisinart, another miss. They got 3 opportunities, that's it. 3 quarters in the book, 40. Purdue University, Calumet High School, and Purdue only. Dr. Lauren Brown. Sectional sponsors, the Auto Store. Tom Schmidt, Cherville Town Councilman, 4th Ward, and Eric Kundich, Cherville Park Board Vice President and proud sponsors of Lake Central Basketball, and Shanahan Insurance Agencies. This is Comprehensive Care as well. We're about ready to throw the ball in. 5:24 to go from the Brado Center. I'm Dave Kuziak. He's Kirk DeMino-Smith. Thank you for listening tonight, the second of a semifinal sectional. There goes Damian Jefferson. He was going to bring the house down. He left the ball before he could dunk it. Here comes Lowell. We're going to get hectic play right here. Ilgauskas up. Off. He gets fouled. I said Ilgauskas. It's Zukauskis. I was saying earlier, the pro player, that's a mix between Stauskas and Ilgauskas from Cleveland.
Yeah.
You know how it is. His name is Eric Zukauskis.
Yeah, 6'4" senior. Been around a while. Said he puts the first one down. He's had some good looks tonight, but against that pressure down low from EC Central, they've got some hands on the balls a couple of times and knock them away. But he's been a big inside presence for the most part against a much stronger EC team.
Let me say who's on the floor for the mom and dads out there. We got Damian Jefferson, Keyshawn Lewis, Jamar Adams, Jermaine Cuisinart, and Hiram Edwards for the East Chicago Central Cardinals. For the Lowell Red Devils, we have number 44, Jordan Juzevich. We've got number 14, Brandon Corey. Number 12, Zachary Redmond. Number 30, Manis. And 20, Kauskis. And that's what you have to be careful of right there, as you have Keyshawn Lewis going in strong. It looked like, was that
it's Zach Redmond.
Zach Redmond was trying to take a charge. That's the last thing that you need right now. Up 51-33 with 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter of this game. When you think you have it, I think if you're Abe Brown, you've got to start thinking about getting in some subs.
Yeah, that time getting the worst of that was Zachary Redmond as he took the shot right to the forehead.
Can you imagine being East Chicago and possibly losing one of your players up 19 with 5 minutes to go against Lowell?
Well, we've seen it happen at all levels of sport, and everybody questions who should be in and who should be out. Abe Brown definitely at this point with just a tick under 5 minutes as Keyshawn Lewis misses the first, but we're going to have another foul or maybe a walk against Cuisinart on a tie-up. But Abe Brown, I'm sure you got another minute. He's got to start getting these out. At the end of 3, you got 36-35, and that is Hebron over Whiting, so a barn burner down south at Hebron.
You got to love this time of year. We got a great one going on here tonight. 4 good teams. Looks like East Chicago's starting to pull it apart. Full court presser. I think Abe Brown's thinking exactly what you and I are. Let's put a press on here. Let's get up 24, 25 points. Let's get our starting 5 off the floor and start getting ready for a sectional championship tomorrow. Munster's looking for a dance partner, and I think the East Chicago Central Cardinals want to be that partner here on their home floor. I think it's going to be a great one. This gym is going to be packed.
And red.
Yeah, in red. It is 52-33 with 4:51 to go in the 4th quarter here. We've got Keyshawn Lewis at the line, looking for his second one. It's up. It's good. It is now 53-33. You got a 20-point spread. East Chicago's going full court. They're coming up, trying to come up with a double team. Manis gets it over half court. He goes baseline. He goes up and good. Knocks it down. Nick Manis. East Chicago coming back down. Adams gets it over half court. Got a trapping, half-court defense. East Chicago comes up with the steal, tries to come up with it. Edwards comes back up with it. He's surveying it, goes in, does a spin move. Nice, up and on. No good. Zukauskis back, coming in, 2-on-1. No good. He is fouled by Adams, Jamar Adams. Just as you're about ready to write off this Red Devil team, I told Jim Delo before the game started, you knew one thing about, first of all, Joe Delgado's teams are going to bring it. And this Lowell Red Devil team, they're known to be very tough, and they're doing exactly that tonight.
Yeah, they're bringing football to the hardwood here. Zukowskis is coming in on the left side against Jamar Adams, and Jamar Adams at the last second, he's the guy that flinched. Zukowskis was going to make a body move and get around him for the layup. He didn't think there was going to be any contact, but he got a hold of Jamar as he makes the first free throw.
First one up and in, as Minnow stated. Got a substitution, Cleveland in. Let's do a quick check. We've got Cleveland, Jefferson, Edwards, Lewis, and Cousinard in for East Chicago. Lowell Red Devils, second of 2 going up. It is no good. Jefferson with the rebound. Gets it over to Edwards. Edwards gets it down to Lewis. And you have mentioned, and they better get this straightened out for tomorrow. And I know some of the people here on the staff, they have been out 2 or 3 times wiping this floor down. But that's the 3rd or 4th player today. We've seen a lot of players go down. Keyshawn Lewis goes down. What looks like some moisture on the floor.
Yeah, and he gets whistled for the traveling call as he just completely lost his footing. Whoops.
And that is number 14. That is Brandon Corey trying to take his man right to the bucket. He is fouled. That's only the 5th foul. So the Red Devils will take it out under their own basket. Manis to bring it in. 53-36 with 4:04 to go. I'm Dave Kuziak. Thank you for listening to WJOB 1230 AM on your dial. Second of 2 semifinal games here from the John A. Barato Center.
Yeah,
Looks
we're
like
looking for a towel down here as we got another. Everyone wants to wipe and see everybody looking at it. And of course you see one of the former stars of East Chicago ladies basketball, Dee Dee Jernigan, down there sitting in her usual spot.
I remember doing many of those games. Dee Dee Jernigan, Kelly Watts playing against East Chicago in a very packed gym here.
Dee Dee Jernigan off to Rutgers and then transferred over to Xavier. Now the head coach of the Lake Station ladies team.
Ball gets thrown in by the Red Devils. Manis with it, trying to make a move. Got a double team. He's dribbling, goes right to the bucket, and lays it in! 53-38! Here comes East Chicago. Edwards brings it over half court. Gets it to Cleveland underneath. He makes one move, and his foul, he goes up. And I think that, pick who you want on that one, Minnow. 2 or 3 Red Devils flying at the ball.
Let's see, are they going to give that to Zukowskis? You can take, you can pick
you
one.
Pick who you want.
It's going to go against the freshman. That's going to go against Jucevic, the freshman, 5'10".
Ball up, first of 2. Charlie Cleveland misses. 53-38 with 3:44 to go. Now we're starting to see some of the substitutions from East Chicago.
Darian Reed checking into the ball game for Keyshawn Lewis.
I think you're going to start seeing this as the time windows down. Now you got to get your starters out of the game, Minnow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lowell brings it over half court. Corey comes over. He's double teamed. Almost a steal. Goes back to up for Zukowskis and up and in, 54-40.
Zukowskis on the look what I found little garbage basketballs that got a little sloppy across the timeline.
3.5 to go, only a 14-point spread. Edwards over half court. We've got, it looks like that's going to be a foul on Zachary Redmond. Redmond didn't like it. He actually thought Edwards pushed off with his arm. He might have got that chicken wing out. Edwards might have got a little bit of a help there. 3:23 to go. Every time you say you want your starters out, this Lowell Red Devils cuts into the lead. It's only a 14-point spread with 3.5 to go.
Joe Gatto going for a little beat. This is going to bring Zach Bobus back into the ball game, one of the stars, and we haven't seen Zach Bobus at all this second half.
First one up and good, 55-40. Hiram Edwards. Boy, this is his second to last game here. What a brilliant 4-year career for this kid. Still has to make a determining factor what his future holds, but I think it's a bright one. Second one is up and good, 56-40. Clock starting to run under 3.5 as Lowell Red Devils bring it over. Turn the ball over. Here comes Damian Jefferson with it. Lowell's trying to double team. Ball gets thrown to Cousinard. Out of bounds back to the Red Devils. Helter-skelter over the last 15 seconds. We got a timeout for Joe Delgado. We'll keep it here. 56-40. This is the second game. Center come on out and see East Chicago against Munster for the sectional championship. Back to live play here, under 3 minutes. McManus dribbling, being guarded by Cousinard. Goes in. Help came over that time, a little bit too late. We've got a foul on the floor as Manus drove to the bucket.
Yeah, the help came over, and help came over in the way of Darian Reed, but they're going to get Jermaine Cousinard with his second foul.
Lowell gets it back in. Manus drives baseline. And, it looked like it was a clean block. You know what, that time, Cousinard had the block, and sometimes what happens, I don't think he needed to swing his arm as much as he did. And when you see that emphatic arm swing, a lot of times the officials are going to call that. That's exactly what they did that time. That is the 7th foul by the Cardinal. It'll be shooting 2, Nick Manus. 56-40 with 2:48 to go. First one up and in.
Yeah, although he got ball, it's a violent move and it's a violent look, even though he gets all ball. And you're right, a lot of times you're going to draw the foul, draw the whistle from the referee and catch that foul.
Every time Abe Brown wants to go to the bench, Lowell makes a little bit of a run. It's a 14-point spread with 2:45 to go. East Chicago has their starters in. They're going to move it around. Smart move. You don't need to shoot again. They're going into 4 corners. Nice ball movement. Jefferson cuts to the basket. Good pass by Cousinard. Right off the glass, 58-42. This EC team's just too good tonight.
Yeah, that was just great ball movement by the Cardinals, and just get the bunny. If you're going to take anything right now, just get the bunny.
Zach Bobus with the ball. He takes a 3. It's up. It's good. Zach Bobus, 58-45, 13-point spread with 2:11 to go. This game's not over. Almost a steal that time by Bobus. Ball out to Jefferson. Jefferson looks. He's caught in the corner. Here comes the steal. Zakauskas with the ball going all the way in and puts it no good. Jefferson comes up with it. Oh, no one back for Lowell. Here comes EC with the dunk.
Charlie Cleveland with the dunk. There was 2 left back, Keyshawn Lewis and Charlie Cleveland. They did not come back to play defense, so just a kick out by Jermaine, or by Jefferson for the dunk. Wow.
Manus comes back, knocks it down, 60-47, minute and a half to go. Not enough time for these Red Devils as East Chicago breaks the press. Edwards has it, he goes in, he's fouled that time by Juzovic. What a turn of events. And look, what a turn of events as you have Zukowskis going in off the glass, could have put it in, instead he does not, and it goes all the other way. Looks like a little bit of a scrum. Looks like they may want to get Jefferson out of the game. Adams is going to come in. Remember, wouldn't that be something if something silly were to happen where Jefferson was not able to play the sectional champion? You have to be really, really careful. As we have seen all week, the officials have been talked to. They have talked to the teams. They're not playing with any nonsense. There have been warnings given and technical fouls quick in this sectional play here in the region.
Well, if I was Abe, I'd get him out. Abe is calming him down, but with minute 27 to go, get him out.
I would get Edwards out of the game, too. It's the 13-point spread with a minute and a half to go. You might want to leave Edwards in because he's your point guard. He's your senior. But I would call a timeout if I was Abe right now and say, listen, we need to keep our head. We're playing for a sectional championship. Nothing silly. Ball goes in by Edwards, 61-47, a minute and a half to go. Lowell brings it in. It's knocked out by the Cardinal. 1:24 to go in the sectional semifinal. It appears that we've got our dance partner. The dance has been set. It's tomorrow night. When's it start? 8 o'clock, 7:30?
No, I think that is going to be a 7:30
Someone give me a time
tip
here.
time, I believe.
East Chicago goes in. They steal it. Cousinard misses. Second miss. Juzovic with the rebound. 14-point spread. Down to Corey. Knocks it in. We've got ourselves a 12-point spread with just over a minute to go. Here comes East Chicago with the ball. Adams is knocked down by Juzovic.
Oh, and you're going to get teed right here.
And that's exactly what I was talking about.
If I can read lips, it's something I can't say on the radio.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just talked to you about this. You could see it happening. And here you get a technical foul on number 44. That's going to be Juzovic. And you know what? 7:30 start tomorrow. You could just see it happening, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're Coach Joe Delgado, you got to get your players over. You saw the body language with just over a minute to go. It was a hard foul by Juzovic, the freshman. He's saying something to the official. Let me tell you something, young man. You need to learn a little something. You're a freshman. Your job is to listen to your coach and sit down.
Yeah, he let the I think he let the F-bomb go on that one, if I can read lips. You know, so it was a bang play across the timeline. He did push a little bit, but it was a collision.
It's a 13-point spread. Let's not let anything silly happen. 62-49, 107 to go here from the Brado Center. We just had one technical foul. Hiram Edwards hits both of them. And now he's going to shoot his free throws. And again, if I'm both coaches right now, this is when I get control of what's going on. We cannot afford to have another episode. Edwards up and good. 64-49 with 107 to go. No one at the scores table, so you're going to keep your players in if you are Abe Brown. Another one up, makes it 66 as you hear the cheer. I think that's for Mr. Jusevich as he came up with the technical foul. 65-49, 107 to go. Here we go. Here comes Keyshawn Lewis with the shot, no good. Charlie Cleveland. He's been the unsung hero on the board tonight.
Yeah, he's been doing some great work.
Kuzart with the shot. Lewis gets the rebound up, no good. There's a scrum for it, and it looks like it's going to go the Lowell Red Devils' way. 47.9 seconds to go. Look, he's bringing it in now. Abe Brown bringing 5 guys in. Smart move. Get your starters off the floor. Listen to the Chicago crowd as they're ready for a sectional championship tomorrow on their home floor. Kirk Smith. It will be broadcast live here on WJOB. Pre-game somewhere around 7:10. 7:30 start here. And I'm only going to tell you once, don't listen to us. Come on out to the game. You're going to see a great game. If not, then sit back, order a pizza from one of our WJOB sponsors. Jim Dilo, Kirk Smith will be on the call. It is 65-49, 44.2 seconds to go. Time to start thanking some of our sponsors: BP Whiting Refinery, Walsh Construction, Yaney Law, Community Healthcare Systems, Dr. Michael Mintz of Ileana Endodontics, People's Bank, Purdue University Calumet, Dr. Lauren Brown, The Auto Store, Tom Schmidt, Eric Kundich, and Shanahan. How do you say that? Insurance agency. Shanahan.
There you go.
You guys are Irish.
Yes, sir.
Can't expect the Polish Mexican to say an Irish name. Alley-oop that time to Zakowskis as the Red Devils continue to try to chip away at what has become a 16-point game with under a minute to go. Manis to inbound it. East Chicago is going to sit into his zone. Let's give some names for East Chicago. We've got Hawkins. We've got Adams. We've got Darian Reed. We've got Malay Jackson. And number 15, that would be Johnny Jones. That's for all the moms and dads.
Malay Jackson there, he got the ball stripped from him. He went back. He's going to get his name into the box score, but that's going to be for one personal foul as he came in with the hatchet on Zach Bobus as he was going up in transition.
Zakowskis
is when he got decked.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what we used to do, man. First thing you do when you get in and you're in the second 5 or 11 or 12, foul somebody. You get the score, but you get the times the next day. That's the first thing you do, Debo.
Commit the foul.
I'm getting in the paper somehow.
Malay Jackson just did exactly what you talked about.
There might be a few goose eggs behind my name, but I'm going to get in there.
And he just got in with a rebound there.
Here we go. We're going to run this out. Hopefully no one gets hurt. East Chicago goes up. That's Johnny Jones. It's up and in. Johnny Jones. Listen to this crowd. They're ready to exult. Zach Bobus brings it over. He gets it over to Zakowskis. Back to Bobus. Bobus is going to drive up. No good. Back to Zakowskis. Up and good. He's going to shoot a free throw. 67. They're not going to. Are they going to run off the floor?
No, they're saying it's over.
They're going to give him one. I think they got to. Oh no, they're saying it's over. Officials are running off the floor. It's in the books. 67 to 51. We're going to send it back to WJOB. I'm Dave Kuziak. He's Kirk DeMino Smith. Come on by tomorrow. It's in the books. Munster wins the first game 50 to 42. East Chicago wins 67 to 51. The sectional championship will be at 7:30. What do we got? A final from Hebron, 57 to 50. Hebron beats Whiting, so it'll be Hebron and Bishop Knoll out at Hebron tomorrow in the 2A game. We're getting some information.